here. Doggystyle celebrated 30 years, 30-year anniversary of Snoop Dogg's debut album, Doggystyle, which is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. In my personal opinion, it's a top five hip hop album all
Did
time. It is probably the bangingest, from beginning to end, hip hop album there is. Now, I saw an article that it was naming the nine most impactful albums of the 90s. They had the Chronic on there instead of Doggy Style. Now, are you okay with the Chronic being put there, or do both of them need to be there? What would you say are the nine most impactful hip hop albums of the 90s?
I've said this before. There's only one person that can say that they've been involved with two of the 10 best rap albums ever, and his name is Snoop.
Mm.
Oh, and Nas, because Nas is on the purple tape. But I'm talking about as far as like a heavy contributor.
Right.
No, no, no. Both of those albums belong on your top nine. Like, when I mean, like, how about this? In terms of like rap albums all time, and I go back and forth between where I would put, like, how about this? For me, the only albums that I heard that I think are better than Doggy Style for sure is Illmatic and the Purple Tape. And maybe on a good day, Paid in Full or Equimini. So it's an easy top five album for me.
Yeah.
Like, top five album. And I said this, me and Andrew just did our second live show on Saturday. I said this is like part of my problem with Andre and this whole flute thing is an album like Doggy Style got made and Snoop never left rap. Like, so I said this on Mirror
He
Music.
was a roster at one point, but he never. I know what you mean.
No, he never mastered his craft, Mike, because he never mastered making a solo album. We don't know if he can do three verses and a hook by himself, so he's not a master of his craft. That's period, point blank.
No. I said Snoop was a roster at one point.
Oh, yeah. So here's when I got hired at the airport, Mike, because I'm an ambitious type of guy, I went to my boss right after training, like the first day of training. I was like, what do I need to do to move up here? Boss, she looked back at me and she said, master what you are already doing well first, and then let's have a conversation. Mike, Snoop Dogg from the jump, Deep Cover, The Chronic, Doggy Style, Masterclass, Mike. So if Snoop never wanted to rap again after Doggy Style and be a Rasta, sell sex toys, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
He made The Chronic. He made Doggy Style. He's earned the right to do that shit.
He's hip hop's biggest superstar because of those albums.
First big superstar and still the biggest superstar today. That's called mastering your craft. That's why other people don't get to go off and make instrumentation albums that we meditate, do yoga, and fall asleep to. Because you didn't make a Doggy Style. That's one of the 5 best rap albums ever. Mike, it is the most catchy rap album ever. Because everybody, whether they're a fan of hip hop or not, knows at least 3 or 4 verses on the song.
You know these songs. You know these songs.
You know these songs.
CJ Kidd with the super chat says, isn't Ray on 2 of them with Into the 36 and the Purple Tape?
That's fair, but Ray is not the contributor to Enter the way Snoop is on the Chronic. In fairness, that would probably go to Method Man and Old Dirty Bastard. But very astute point by CJ the Kid. That is notable that Ray is part of the Purple Tape and Enter, and those are 2 of my top 10 as well.
Well, you got singles like Gin and Juice, What's My Name, Doggy Dog World, Murder Was the Case. It Ain't No Fun wasn't even a single. We didn't even have a video for that. You hear that to the end of time. The Shizniks on there. G's Up, Hoes Down is on there. Serial Killer, one of my favorites, is on there. What's your favorite?
Murder Was the Case is on there.
What's your favorite song on Doggy Style?
My personal favorite is The Shiznit, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's the best beat on the album. How about this? What The Shiznit is on like a gangster rap party album is kind of like what 22 Twos is on the Hustlers album on Reasonable Doubt. It's just a rap song.
Right.
It's Snoop in his rap bag. You know what I'm saying? And so The Shiznit is my personal favorite, Mike. But Mike, there's something about Murder Was the Case. Like, you seen what Murder Was the Case did to DMX, God bless his soul? You seen when he dropped Murder Was the Case, what happened?
Yeah.
And I that record, Mike. You're not.
And you know what? And hats off to Dre too. Dre's production just is different, man.
See, this is what I'm saying about it. It's so iconic. Even the gangster shit on there, people know the words too. As I look up at the sky, my mind starts tripping. Tear drops my eye.
My body temperature falls.
Shaking and they breaking, trying to
say the dog.
Knows this, like it's full of quotables, Mike. I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and
yeah, 6 a.m. Mall so 7.
There's so much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D'd up.
Like these are the first time these words are being said.
Right, from the depths of the sea, back to the Snoop Doggy Dog Funky of the doc.
Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same.
Y'all know these records.
Oh, what about this? Guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
That's what I'm saying. It's like literally, like you want to talk about hip hop quotables. That is the hip hop quotable album. As in everybody quotes that album. Like people used to quote the Gin and Juice video, Snoop Doggy Dogg. You need to get a jobby job.
Right.
I don't remember that. That was Carl Witherspoon, God rest his soul, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yep. Mall 7 with the super chat says, my top 5 albums are Illmatic, Doggystyle, The Chronic, Cuban Links, and It Takes a Nation of Millions. I love that top 5.
Love that top 5. Love that for you.
Well, we'll see you guys Wednesday, man. Great checking in with y'all. The GIP interview should be up tonight. Thumbs up in the chat. Well, not thumbs up in the chat. Hit like and subscribe. And join the tribe. We got one more super chat from CJ Kidd before we get out of here. It says, doesn't Ray appear the most on 36 Chambers? Damn near a Ray featuring Wu-Tang album. Probably why Purple Tape is loved, because 36 Chambers Part 2. Ray was all over Wu-Tang forever too, man. Ray is probably the most rapping is rap nigga in Wu.
He is. He's the rap guy in Wu, but he's not the star of Enter the Wu-Tang. That's Method Man and Old Dirty Bastard. Like I'm sorry, like Ray didn't sell that album. Meth and Dirt sold that album. Like star power, charisma. Nothing against Ray, because Ray's my favorite out the crew and always was. And Ray probably has the most important moment, along with Meth and Deck, because Cream.
That was Ricky Harris. That was Ricky Harris. And rest in peace to Ricky Harris as well.
Okay. That was Ricky Harris?
Yep.
Rest in peace. Yeah, he's gone too.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, we're going to holler at y'all Wednesday. Great checking in with you. About to go check out some football tonight.
Wow, they whack. Who playing? The Bears?
The Bears and the Vikings. I got fantasy football guys out there tonight.
Oh, God. Well, your fantasy is about to be a nightmare if you got players on the Bears and the Vikings. But the Vikings have...
I got Dobbs and Hawkinson.
Yeah. Bears have our number 1 pick because we have the worst organization in football and the worst owner in football. So, shout out to Carolina Panthers. Sorry, ass owner.